The advice that I would give for anybody, especially small companies, is listen to what your workforce needs, what they need. Sometimes you're not productive because they're lacking somewhere. Dimontonate is a Tier 2 automotive supplier of flock tape. We support all OEMs in the Americas. We are a team of 8 in a 52,000 square foot facility in Piedmont. I have had plenty of experience in large organizations versus small organizations. I'll go with a small organization every day. The workforce recruitment training is harder. I mean, you don't have the supplies that you need. You don't have the training budget that you need, but you have to figure out different ways. You have to go and you have to find grants. You have to find places like SME that will help you along the way, making sure that you're able to supply these micro credentials in a way that doesn't affect the company, but helps you, your company, and the employee. Larger corporations are able to recruit on large scales where we have to figure out very inventive ways to be able to do that. Micro credentials are just short, targeted credentials that help you direct your industry needs and upskill, reskill your workforce. All you're doing is giving them access to short credentials, whether it be for safety, ISO certifications, safety and health. You can do environmental, you can do CPAs, HR certifications. Building them means building the business. If you can push your employees to better themselves, you're growing. It's hard to say that it's always easy because micro credentials are not always free. And for small businesses, we have to go out and we have to truly look to be able to supply these classes to them. But then you have courses that you can go to your local technical college and get. You can go to SME. You can go through all different avenues to be able to get these targeted trainings to upskill and reskill. Automation's a huge one. Being able to send them or manufacturing anything. You can go get a micro credential in pretty much anything that's manufacturing right now at local technical colleges. There's a wide variety of being able to obtain those. Expectations of employees over the years has been interesting. I'll say that, I'm a millennial, so learning how to differentiate how the older generation and the younger generation work is sometimes difficult. But the more you work with someone and you learn how they learn how they work, it's a lot easier. So cross-cultural training is where you find a mentor from your parent company, sister company, and you figure out ways to mentor from U.S. perspective or Italian perspective so that you can find ways to build better. You want better processes. You want to streamline your processes. You want to learn how one organization can help you facilitate how you do things and everything's progressive. You don't want to continue to do the same thing and it not give you better outcomes. And that's helpful when you're getting best practices from all over instead of just your insight. But we have cut down our scrap exponentially by mentoring from here in the States to our Italian company. We have learned how to implement certain systems and be able to program, and we send our people over there to learn the machines because we have Italian machinery. And by doing that, it has made for our employees don't have to go and call and bring in companies and us have to put out a big budget for that. They've learned how to do it. Training them on how to reduce their scrap because they did it for X number of years before us, and now we are changing that directive and teaching them versus them always having to teach us. The advice that I would give for anybody, especially small companies, is listen to what your workforce needs, what they need. Sometimes you're not productive because they're lacking somewhere, and it's not their fault. It's just that they haven't either had time to be trained, or everything's changing. I mean, the way that we were doing manufacturing 10 years ago is not the same way we're doing manufacturing now. So the biggest thing is just listening to your people, understanding what the needs are, and adapting so that they're involved and everything is going towards employees and business needs, and we're all aligning.